We just seen Masters of the Universe. I enjoyed this movie. 2 buckets of popcorn. Go take your family. Go see this movie. It does have profanity in it, so just be aware of that. Overall, I like the story itself. It's a pretty good story. This is an IP that goes back to the 80s, I believe. My dad used to watch this. I watched it a little bit. I watched some on either YouTube or Netflix. They have Masters of the Universe on there. And they came out with this movie, and they went full send on the silliness, the cringe, the embarrassment in the very beginning of the movie. But all that plays an important part when you get to the middle and towards the end of the movie. And those pieces in the beginning, it was a long setup, a long build in the very beginning, and it's like, man, come on, get your actor, get the actor. But it's all like building up to like, we grow up as young people, and particularly for men, there's a notion of be strong, you need to do this, do this, do this, do this, and people want you to be how they want you to be. At least you feel that way. You're trying to grow up and bring gladness or make your family proud and things like that. And to the extent there's nothing wrong with that. And then like we learn throughout the movie, towards the end or the middle of the movie really, like hey, his best strength was like being him, and he kept being him, although it was somewhat embarrassing, somewhat cringe, and difficult at times, and he wanted to give up. He still kept hope, and that's the overall thing. He kept hope, and he was determined. He had integrity. So throughout the movie, Adam is the main character. They say he has qualities of integrity, honesty. He works really good. He is able to talk really good with people, has empathy and listening and understanding. And he was chosen for that reason, not just for his brute strength. And it's like commentary in the world where it's just like the world is just focused on power, but not like the substance underneath that power. And then you see the contrast with Skeletor, where he's just pure evil. Pure evil exists. It exists, whether it's a person or some spiritual entity or a mix of both. Pure evil exists. God exists, the devil exists. We have free will, and some people just choose evil, regardless of how much they know the truth, of how much you can tell them straight up and down, hey, don't eat 176 grams of sugar from that coffee drink or from that ice cream drink or smoothie. It can have really bad effects on you and give you like potential diabetes if you do so many of them, right? And people will hear all these different things, hear like, oh, it can cause this illness, chronic disease, and all this other stuff, and still drink it. You've been warned, you've been told, it's been proven, you still do it. Some people can still know that there's going to be negative consequences to this thing and still do it. For Skeletor, it seems like, and the movie was like, there's no way this villain can just be evil just for the evil's sake, and he was. And like, the things that were driving him to be that way were the more important things to pay attention to, because people have their pride, and then people have the need to have power, because for the flesh it will never be enough. You get one hit of sugar, you need more and more sugars to get another high. Or like with drugs, you get one hit of whatever illegal drugs, and you need more and more to get the next high. Or you don't want to lose anything that you have. You have an issue of letting go and letting God. And so now you're trying to go and grab as much power as you can to hold it all and to hold it against people's will, which is not what God intended. God gave us free will. He gave us free will to choose, right? So if you're watching this and you don't believe in God, I want you to do this thought experiment, or just really follow this train of thought. If you hear about God, you learn about God, the Christian Bible, the Holy Bible, you learn about Jesus Christ, and you choose not to follow Jesus Christ or to do anything he says, and you're choosing to walk away from Jesus Christ, all human, all God, came in flesh out on the cross, buried in the tomb, and was resurrected. He rose from the dead, defeated death. You hear all that, and he did that for us. His blood covers us. He gave us the gift of eternal life and salvation with belief in him. And you choose to turn away from all that. You choose to reject that. When you get to your deathbed, when you pass away and go on to the next life, because there's another realm. Why would you go to heaven when you've been constantly telling God that you don't want to be around God? He will respect your wishes, and the whole time you've been alive, you've been rejecting God. You've been choosing evil or unintentionally falling to evil, right? So why would God go against your wishes? And then you may fall away from God because you lose hope, and you say, oh, well, I lost this person, or this thing happened to me, or that thing happened to me. God uses everything for good. Even when evil people intend something bad, he turns it around for good. Like, it can be difficult sometimes to have hope, especially if you are in areas where you've been being prosecuted or killed or murdered for your beliefs and the way that you want to live out how God wants you to live. And that's where having strength and power will be important. But it's not your strength and power. It comes from a higher source. God is the creator of the universe. He created all of this. And so in the movie, we see that where's the source of Adam's power, or He-Man's power? We think it's the sword, but no, like, he was given that power. He was chosen because of the qualities that he had, versus just only having brute strength and trying to constantly cause war. Like, no. We protect freedom, we protect our family, so that way the future can live to see another day. So there's hope in the future, there's hope in our kids, or our future kids, or there's hope in a better day, right? Because tomorrow's not promised. But you count off all joy because the days are evil. And the whole notion that we need this magical thing or this one thing to push us over, or we can do it all by ourselves, that's a false notion. That's never the case. Like, people develop the biggest ego, or they need to have this power grab because they're afraid to lose. And if you really just sit there and think about it, you can't do anything by yourself. Jesus is always with you. Like, you can say, like, oh, I climbed the top of this mountain all by myself and no help, nobody helped me. I was like, okay, so nobody helped you. I'm like, all right, so what equipment did you use? Who made the equipment that you use? What materials what clothes did you wear? Who made the clothes that you wore? What food did you get? How'd you get the food? Did you go and kill the food yourself? How'd you learn how to kill the food? Did somebody teach you? Like, how did people learn about you doing this event? Well, somebody came and interviewed you, or you put it out on the platform. So this whole notion of you did it all by yourself is false. Is factually false. So yeah, so give credit, acknowledge other people. And that's one thing he does in the movie. He acknowledges other people, and this is a good movie to show kids. Like, this is the right type of masculinity, essentially. This movie corrects this past 10 years. This is 2026. It corrects the past 10 years. Yeah. What you think about it, Wife Samson?
I didn't know how I felt about it when I saw the trailer, but I was like, I could watch it. It seems alright. But no, watching it was actually like, I didn't think it would be that good.
Right.
But it was really funny too. I like how they had like humor there.
Yeah.
I thought it was really different from just like normal like some Marvel movies. I know it's not Marvel, but just like all that like
movies like Marvel movies and things like that. Yeah.
Or I never really watched Marvel movies, only like those like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But
we've seen all the almost all the Spider-Man movies. She didn't see the Sam Raimi, but I've seen the other Marvel movies and things like that.
Yeah. I just think it was really good. I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah. All right. Well, you give it how many buckets of popcorn? 1.5, half a bucket, two buckets.
I would say definitely
buckets,
2,
4 buckets,
and I may add that on my list too.
2. Yeah, it's on my list. It's it's definitely one of the ones I feel great. Like, hey, come watch this movie right here. Like a young impressionable kid. Like, I would like for them to watch this movie and know that pure evil exists, and there's always good to stand against it. Yeah, like God is way more powerful than the devil. Like,
amen.
Yes. God gives you the power. Not anything else. You're given power. And that's the biggest lesson. All right? And he was chosen because of the qualities he had. So those are the qualities you want to emulate. Not the cowardice parts, but the other ones. Like the integrity, the honesty, the trying to talk things out first before always going to immediately to physical violence. Right? Knowing when to use your power and when not to use your power. Right? So it's never a question like, oh, he was like, I know how to use it. I'm just choosing not to.
That was my favorite part. Right. I love how they just did things slow-mo. That was my favorite part. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. Seeing how like,
yeah, cool. Yeah.
I liked it. But I was like, oh snap, like he was holding back.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, he had like, he was really having the benefit of the doubt. He was giving him hope.
Yeah.
He tried it, but he really tried to give him hope, but he didn't want to, so he was like, well, I'm not letting this guy take me down with him, so we're gonna end it here.
Yeah. Yep. Like in the Bible, it says, for your adversaries, do your best to give them the benefit of the doubt. Do your best to be gracious towards them, even though they've done you wrong, done you evil. And I see that in this movie.
Yeah.
And although for me it's easy to say, but like in those situations, that is the right thing to do. That is the harder thing to do, to be honest. To have all that power, but to still decide not to use it at first, but to use your power of just talking and try to do that first. That is an incredible and valuable lesson right there that I hope future generations walk away with seeing this movie.
Or like with just like some drama. It's like, why do you have to fight?
Yeah.
Like you can get like talking out.
Yeah. How many times is like a lot of people be in gangs and gang banging or what have you, and like
it's just sad,
talk it out. Like
to that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I love that. That was incredible. Yeah. So, Masters of the Universe, go see it. Take your family. It's worth the 2 hours and 20 minutes.
It didn't even feel that long.
It didn't.
I was like, what? It's over? Like, it honestly, like, you're engaged.
You're engaged the whole entire movie. Mm-hmm. Even when it's like it seems like it's about to drag it, like, it picks back up right away. But it focuses on the characters, the main characters. So, alright, we've been trying to end this video like 3 or 4 times. Listen. Masters of the Universe.